Hey guys, October 6, 2025. I wanted to talk to you about a highly bearish sequence today. Officially, we're getting a sequence that we have not seen in a couple of years, and that is a sequence 2, move 3, 8, and I would call it like a desperate bullish move 8 right here, and a 3. So a sequence, I mean, this is a very rare sequence, guys. 2, 2, 2, 3, 8, 3. I mean, anytime you get a bearish move like we did today, and move 3 with a move expansion, that is actually after a move 8 like this one, holy shit, okay? Now, the last time I made a market prediction on this channel, guys, I recorded a podcast that was here on October 9th. You can go there, it's time-stamped, and I said, look, the shit that's about to happen is going to be wild. And now the next day, we're getting this candle here, and then we're looking at S&P 500. But the point is, that day, I mean, crypto market literally collapsed. Not Bitcoin and Ethereum in particular. Sure, Bitcoin dropped 20,000 points. Ethereum fell the fuck out. But the point is, like, there were coins, okay, that were people were betting their fucking life savings on that went down 90% that day. There were coins that literally hit a zero. And that was just a preview, but like, I've been focusing a lot, talking to you guys in the prior videos about the 1929, the 1987, and the reason I've chosen to go over the charts with you today is because nobody's taking this shit seriously. I mean, this is how crazy and wild this is. But if you go and dig in the history, there is a reason why the last podcast I recorded was about the 1929, like day to day, what was happening to prepare you for what's happening right now. And so between today, November 6th, and December 9th, 2025, within that time frame, we will have a one single day where the market is going to fucking collapse by as much as 20 to 30% in one single trading session. So what you're seeing here right now, these are just warning signs. Okay, and clearly, like this transition right here, options were super dirt cheap here, and if you were trading with me, you guys, you know, you made a fucking fortune between here and down here. But of course, majority of the people, okay, they are brain fucked by what? By this market that's been going higher and higher all the time. And guys, I'm telling you, to make a money as a trader, you got to be strong-minded. You got to stick with your system 100% of the time, okay? Because needless to say, when you're looking at this and you're waking up and every day the market goes higher, you're convincing yourself, oh my God, well, there's no way this shit is going to drop. And right at the moment when you've convinced yourself, okay, that it can't drop, right? You're not taking positions on puts anymore. I mean, you have a setup like this on October 9th, which was clear to me, which was clear to my fellow friends here at Third Market Moves, okay, but it was not apparent to anyone that was just conditioned by looking at the market. Oh my God, it's another day higher, another fucking day higher. Okay, guess what? This day made between 180 and 270x on certain products that we're trading. And of course, we're talking about trading options, not the actual underlying. But guys, with options, you can do miracles with what's about to take place. So what the message here is simple. Get your head out of your ass, guys, okay? Because you missed this fucking day, okay? Not like a day like this would have gotten all your fucking trading losses for the last few years. Damn. I mean, do you understand, like, having 10K in a trade like this? Like, fuck. You're making millions. Do you fucking get it? Well, unfortunately, most of the people, they don't get it because they're, you know, when it comes to trading, everybody's goddamn emotional. They let the emotions affect the entries. I mean, you know it. You let your fucking emotions affect your entries. You let your emotions affect your exits. And that's why, you know, when the market keeps fucking with your mind, you let it. Because you allow the market to make you into its bitch. Okay? And the only way to avoid this, guys, now I know you haven't heard from me in a minute because we've been busy some wild, crazy, important stuff. So if you go to the website, you're probably going to notice it's under construction, but there's a lot of things that are now AI built and related. And one of them is this psychological evaluation that you can take to help yourself part with emotions And bad decisions in trading, 99% of the time, they derive, okay, from your emotions being affected, because you reach a point to where you don't think the market can drop, and here it is. Here it comes at 235xer. But guess what? Where were you on that day? I mean, you were checked out in the fucking mental mind game with the market because, well, look at this. It just keeps going fucking higher. So you miss a day like this. Then you let the market mind fuck you again, and then you miss the sequence, the wildest sequence. I just told you, 2, 2, 2, 3, 8, 3. Fuck, that's as deadly. I mean, the only other sequence that comes close to this is maybe like 11, 6, 11. That folds out into like multiple threes. I mean, this sequence, guys, I mean, for those of you who understand sequences, again, for those of you that don't, and you're not brand new, it's fucking inexcusable. You should know the moves. You should know the sequence. You should know what these daily moves represent. But the point is, what's important right now is for you to get your head out of your ass and focus on what's about to happen. Because the last podcast I recorded was about 1929 day-to-day layout of events and how they were happening. I'm telling you that most of the market participants are still making excuses. They're still buying the dip, right? So how would that work out? So let's say you bought the dip here, and you bought the dip here, and you bought the dip here, and then you bought the dip here, and you were happy for one day yesterday, and then what are you doing? You're fucking buying the dip again. What I'm telling you is the days of buying the dip are over. You are officially in the most brutal transition from bull to bear the world has ever seen. It's going to make 1929 look like a fucking drop in the bucket. 1987, okay? But I'm telling you, like, you got to recognize these setups, and you got to stay true to your game. Okay, because I promise you, as a trader, the only thing you need to be concerned about, okay, when it comes to making money, is money follows strong mind. You cannot be weak dick markets bitch. Okay, what I mean by that is that you allow your emotions to control your entries and exits. You allow what you're seeing on the daily chart, 1 day, 1 minute chart, allow you dictate you how you will trade today. And if you're going to use that emotional fucking strategy, you will never ever beat the market in the big fucking way, which is why I'm showing you what the fuck is going on here, guys. So this is what's already happening. This motion is in play. And the reason I'm bringing up this October 9th switch to the October 10th top action is because that's exactly the precedent that was taking place in 1929 and in 1987, okay? And if you count the number of days or candles which are represented on this chart, we're getting super fucking close to that moment where the market begins breaking in a big, big fucking way. So the time frame is between now, November 6th, and December 9th or December 10th. Within that time frame, there's going to be a colossal huge drop. Now, just so you have a perspective, okay? Because if you're just looking at 1 day, 1 minute chart, I mean, you're not even looking at the context, okay? This is how far the market has run since April. Okay, so when you look at this chart, I mean, sure, we're finally seeing some red candles here, but guess what? We're nowhere close to this level. Well, the truth of the matter is, not only should we have never stopped, okay? I mean, they saved the fucking bond market. When you see this white candle right here, that was the day Trump came out of the early morning meeting where they decided to save the bond market. Remember, this whole thing was collapsing. The indexes were collapsing because of the problem with the bond market. I mean, bonds literally went from 122 to 111 in a matter of 3 days, which never happened in the history of the financial markets. I mean, not even looking at the 1980 crash, bond market crash. Even back then, bonds weren't crashing like they were crashing within this short period amount of time. So this white big candle or green candle on the most charts would be a representation of what most would associate. Well, hey, they sat down, they made the meeting, they decided to save the bond market, and whether Fed officially recognized it or not, they were buying the fuck out of bonds that day, and that's what stopped the bond market from going lower. Now, we should have never actually stopped at this level because the conditions were such, the market should have broken way lower. And what I'm here to tell you is not only you're about to see the market Not just stopping at the blue line, which they are going to be talking about this shit tomorrow, because the market will absolutely reach the blue line tomorrow. Just to rewind this on the closer time frame so you could see, I mean, we got easily 80 to 100 points drop tomorrow, but I would say we're going to pierce that level, and we're not going to stop at all until we visit the level that was made on October 10th, so which is around here. And from that level, we're a good 145, 150 points away. So, but we may pause here for just a second, okay? And we're going to continue way lower until we're going to hit this April level. And I know it sounds wild, okay? But when you study the 1929, guess what? Guess what was the probability when the market was doing this? Guess what was the probability of 1929 crash? Statistically speaking, what was the probability if you were to run the numbers and backtest to 2 weeks before the crash? The probability was 1 fucking %. And if you do the same with 1987, 2 weeks prior to October 19th, famous crash, the biggest one-day drop in history, guess what was the probability of that crash 2 weeks prior to that crash? You guessed it right, it's 1%. Well, based on everything that's happening in the markets right now, guess what the probability is of the market falling to the April level over the course between today, November 6th, and December 9th. This year, I'm not talking about December 9th, 2026. I'm talking about December 9th, 2025. Well, anybody would say, well, based on this, fuck, it's zero. Well, I'm here to tell you it's more than zero, and it's probably right around 1%, just like it was in 1929, 14 days prior to the crash, in 1987, 14 days prior to the crash. The probability was low. It was low as hell. Okay, but the historic analog is running so insanely close that, guys, don't be shocked if you see the market, okay, by December 9th, hitting April lows. That's how quick this move can happen. I'm telling you, when we do get to April lows, we're not even going to stop there. What I'm telling you is this white candle right here was manufactured. Artificial manufacturing of a white candle is what happened here. And this time around, it's not going to stop here. We're gonna go straight through the April level. So basically what I'm saying, you're about to see one of the greatest fucking markets reversal the world has ever seen. And I'm not even going to say a word of the insanity and bullshit and garbage that they're talking about in the news daily. I've said it in the last 2 years in every video, the case of stagflation, all the historic matches, all them goddamn fake manufactured job numbers and all that shit. All this shit is going to come crumbling. The after effects of they're about to be felt like the world has not seen since, Smooth Haley Act in 1930. Okay, you're about to see some of the wildest shit happen on charts that, based off this solid uptrend, none of it is priced. None of it is priced in. So from the trading perspective, if you analyze all these major historic analogs, they were dictating the probability of 1% of a crash, which is exactly what we got right now. Okay? If the probability of the crash was 30%, I would be talking you out of it right now. I'd be saying, are you fucking crazy? Everybody in the world thinks that the shit is going to collapse. Okay? But no. Every Wall Street analyst is convinced in their fucking minds that this is the dip to buy. Okay? And tomorrow, when the market's going to drop lower, okay, and it will, they're going to be telling you to do what? Buy the dip again. And they're going to keep fucking telling you, okay, let's go to 1 year here, okay? Like, Tom Lee, arguably, like, the figure of the fucking financial markets of the year, right? I mean, he was telling you to buy the dip right here. He was telling you to buy the dip right here. He was telling you to buy the dip right here. And right here. And fucking right here. And right here. And fucking right here. Well, how many times could have you bought the damn dip between February and April? Because this is time stamped, guys. He went on CNBC almost every day or every other day and told everybody how that this is a great buy right here. This is a great buy. Well, the great buy was like 1,300 points away, 1,400 points away from where he called it the great buy. So, guys, I'm saying nobody remembers, okay, how Tom Lee's got everything wrong in 2017, 18, and 19. So the market's been very forgiving. And I would say the guy's been purely lucky for a long time. But it doesn't really fucking matter. I'm just saying, statistically speaking, okay, somebody that is luckily right on the market for an extended amount of time, I mean, that comes to an end. And I'm telling you, outside of all the major factors, and I'm bringing that up because I know a lot of you fuckers watching the news anyways, despite of what I say here. So, it's real, and I'm gonna show you how real this is, right? So nobody wanted to listen to this shit. I'm just gonna show you real quick. So, Bitcoin, I mean, right here when it was initially trading at 105, nobody believed, right? It could go to 60, 70, I was saying. We got to 74. Okay, fine. But the point is, if you were buying it here, I mean, you were shitting in your pants by the time it got here. Chances are you got emotional, you sold. You sure didn't add here, okay? And then, over here, we told you to short the fuck out of Bitcoin while what Tom Lee was telling you, it's going to 200,000, it's going to 300,000. People are telling you it's going to 1 million. Then people are telling you it's going to 1 million right here and right fucking here. And all this time when people are telling you, oh, Bitcoin's fucking going higher, crypto's going higher, we're about to go on the biggest, wildest fucking crypto run the world has ever fucking seen. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Is what I told you. Every time those fuckers went on TV trying to poison your mind with bullshit. I mean, this is a goddamn triple top. A 5-year-old can see it in their sleep. And yet all these fucking Wall Street analysts are trying to brainwash you and tell you, oh, wow, we're going way higher. Higher my ass, man. We're about to cross this shit. And pretty soon Bitcoin is going to be back to 75K. And what the fuck are they going to tell you then? Bitcoin's going to hit 75K by December 9th, okay? And Tom Lee is going to be going on CNBC again, talking about how, oh, well, guys, it's still going to go up. Well, no, you told us this shit was going to go back up to 200,000 by the end of 2025, and it's going to be sitting at 75. Basically, from the time they told you to, from the time, the conventional wisdom, right? Oh, how can Bitcoin fucking drop? Well, the probability of Bitcoin drop here was 1%. It was 1% here, and it was probably 0.5% here. Yet, I'm telling you, in the markets, money follows strong mind. You gotta have a strong mind as a trader. Never once did we fucking blink here at 13 market moves. Never once did I ever send anybody a fucking message that trades with me to buy Bitcoin calls right fucking here. You probably got 10 fucking messages from you telling you, go big, go fucking heavy, short the fuck out of this son of a bitch, okay? That's the only thing you would hear from me was when something is making such a fucking bearish formation. And look at where it's at now. I mean, this shit is about to cross. So if you think this is bad, you haven't seen shit yet. And if you learned anything from the, charts divergences and pattern recognition course, is look at this volume. Guys, volume don't lie, okay? Look at this shitty ass volume all this time. Bitcoin's going from 75 to this triple top. Non-existent volume. The only real candles you can see is the days on which it is dropping. Here, baby. And here's a big one right here. I mean, the sell volume is phenomenal. So this 25% drop, okay, in the middle of what's supposed to be the greatest bull market for crypto of all fucking times. Guys, what are we talking about here? Like, study the fucking charts. Get your emotions out of your own damn way. Get yourself out of your own damn way. And show up on fucking days when it matters. So, I mean, this is the Bitcoin chart. Don't even get me started fucking Tom Lee and fucking his gazillion target price on Ethereum. Like, literally, okay? As if the dude just woke up. They drove the price on low volume. Like, look, this is not, I'm not making this shit up. Like, look at this. A 5-year-old can read this. So if you cannot read this, you got no goddamn excuse. You're losing fucking money as a trader because you put your emotions first, before the charts, before anything fucking else. And yes, you could still be saved, damn it, if you go to 13mmtv.com and you know, you got a monster psychological evaluation. I guarantee you, if you pass it, okay, you will start looking at things differently. So take, like, I don't know, some people finish that psychological evaluation in 15 minutes, some people in 20, 25, because it's not a simple ABC multiple choice questionnaire. But just go do it for your own sake, damn it. The point is, this move high was happening on shitty ass volume, so there was no way it wasn't going to reverse here. And then Tom Lee's company stepped in, they bought some more. But guys, charts don't fucking lie. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a quadra fucking top. It's a multi-top for like, these are the basics that we show you in charts, divergence, and pattern recognition course. So there's no excuse for you not to trade this correctly, damn it. And look at the volume. The volume don't lie. You got major sell side volume. And this piece of shit still trades at 33.20. Like, it's going back to where Tom Lee started buying it. Actually, they put a lot of capital in around 3,500. They started buying it here. That's why this shit even moved. And it wasn't hard to move because by the time we got to 1,500, or actually ETH briefly dipped to like 1,400 in April. I mean, everybody's been selling it all along. So it wasn't easy to jack up the price in this, okay, because, you know, there weren't a lot of sellers left because everybody that could have sold already fucking sold it by this time. So, but like, here's just, I mean, this is a snapshot, you know, of, you know, like two big cryptos, but like, don't even get me started on some of the meme coins or some of the lesser known coins. Like, that shit is down like 90% in majority of cases. And they're gonna go down, and like people can tell you, oh no, you can buy this shit now. I'm telling you, them lesser known coins are down 90%, and they're gonna go down 90% more. So like ETH and BTC is like representation, would be an equivalent of S&P and NASDAQ. And we all know these things have not moved yet. I mean, you have stocks like that are crashing. Like, look, and these are big companies. Like, when a solid company like that, ticker FI, like, is dropping what, fucking 50% in a single trading session, you know it's not a goddamn bull market. Hello? Is anybody fucking home? Holy shit. Like, this is another one we caught recently. Guys, like, if you're not trading with the 13 Market Moves coach, what the fuck are you doing in the market? Seriously. Like, this was a nice little trade for us. And guys, you know, we had this little trade on the radar for like forever, for last years. Well, we nailed it this time, okay? ATG from 155 to 90. But look where a majority of the drop comes. It's 40% one single day candle. Guys, this is not a fucking bull market. And whoever's going to tell you it is, they're out of their fucking mind because they have zero understanding of their charts and they're so brainwashed. I guarantee you, okay, what were they doing on October 9th? Let's go look at NASDAQ. What do you think these guys were doing on October 9th, damn it? Let's bring it a little closer so you can see. They were telling you to buy the dip on October 9th because they thought it was a great fucking idea. Right before this happens. So look, guys, the point is, like, I'm telling you, you need to get your head out of your ass now. In a trade with a 13 market moves coach, now we don't accept basically no new applications with very few exceptions, okay? You need to go to 13MMTV. Now, if you go to 13 market moves, you guys are going to see some wild stuff under construction there that's happening. Oh my God. What I'm about to reveal to you in the next few weeks will absolutely blow your mind, okay? Now, I'm not going to ruin the surprise, so I'm just trust me. I mean, if you're struggling with your trading emotions, in 3 weeks, it's going to be solved forever. But in the meantime, I'm not going to have you miss this greatest bear reversal in the history of the financial markets universe. So for those of you that didn't understand that, well, Leo recorded this message talking about 1929 and he went day by day explaining some of the day by day transitions and how they were happening, what happened basically within that time span of 2 weeks. Because a crash is not like, look, the crash has begun here on October 10th, but the market managed to squeeze, okay, another high, and now you're gonna see the real fucking drop. So if you missed move 22238 I'm telling you guys, you better not miss the shit that's about to happen, because like 99.999% of traders and market participants are just dead asleep. Dead asleep right now. They have no idea that a category, not 5, not 6, I mean category 25 storm is about to hit this market. And so the levels that look so improbable right now. Okay, let's go. NASDAQ 1 year. I mean, look at this, 15,000 NASDAQ. Like I'm telling you now, between November 6th today and December 9th, NASDAQ not only can hit 15,000, but it could go under that. All right, so how's that for a kick in the ass? So wake the fuck up, okay? You're about to make a shitload of money. All right, put your emotions aside, focus on the charts, focus on historic analogs, okay? And I know that most of you are going to jump in and out of trades at the worst possible times, or you're going to miss some fucking home runs like, you know, like this, like October 10th. I want you guys to stop doing this, okay? Just surrender your fucking emotions and come and trade with 13 Market Moves Coach. And this message is for someone that maybe has taken our course curriculum in the past. Maybe you missed some big days like this because, well, you made excuse that day. You're like, oh, don't look like anything's going to happen. Because look, the market goes a little red here, and then the next day, what does it do? It starts higher. Damn right it starts higher, motherfucker. It's a move too. It always starts higher, and then it reverses by 10:15, 10:21 a.m., and the real move happens. So the point is, if you were watching here, definitely let your emotions get the best of you, because when the market started moving higher that day right here, you were like, oh man, I'm buying calls, okay? And that's when you should have been buying puts. And if you just didn't miss that day, okay, I don't give a shit if you're kind of small, like 5, 10, 20K, okay? I don't give a shit if your count is like 2K. Like this day right here, even with 2K, would have made you $500,000. $500,000. So you wouldn't be sitting there right now bitching and whining and, oh, look, this market is whatever. I'm sick and tired of all y'all's excuses. You need to put market first, ahead of everything else for the next 30 days. And when you make those millions, then you can go deal with kids, wives, ex-wives, divorces, bullshit, You need to fucking stop for 30 days and trade the greatest bear reversal the world has ever seen. So grab your balls and let's roll. 13mmtv.com. 13marketmoves.com. Be ready to fucking do it big tomorrow.